We are red. So, hi, hello, welcome. You've made it. We are here at the Juniper Avenue Seventh day Adventist Church in Fontana, California, here on the corner of Baseline and Juniper Avenue, where we like to say, where love abides. Among the things that we enjoy talking about here, if you can look over my shoulder up here, we've got the Ten Commandments. You remember those Moses talking about them? The Ten Commandments? Well, the Ten Commandments break down to two things: love God, love his people. And no matter where you are in your spiritual journey, those same two things are always going to be true: love God, love his people. When it comes to how do we serve or when do we serve, and wait a second, we just got to answer the two questions. Am I loving God and am I loving his people? And based on those two things is everything else that we do in church. All the things that we get involved with, all the activities that we enjoy doing, all of the fellowship meals, all of the preaching services, all of our singing come down to the idea of, do I love God and do I love his people? A lot of us do really well with loving God. That's your worship service. Do I love God? I love God. So I come to the service and I sit in the pew and we sing and somebody preaches. We even collect money. And when we do those things, that's us loving God. That's that side of the Ten Commandments. Those first four. But then when we go on outside of here, when we're not dressed up for a Sabbath morning or for a church service, or if we're not inside the building, now we're talking about how do we love God's people. And loving God's people, I've learned, and if you're watching me right now, you've learned it too. It gets a whole lot harder. No matter what country they come from, they all do stuff that makes us upset. There's some folks that you get angry with. There's some people because they lied to you or they lied about you. There's people that make us angry. And we all get upset at some point. And that's the tough part, loving God's people. But when we love God, loving his people gets a little bit easier. It'll never be perfect. We're all working on trying to be perfected. But that only happens when we choose to love God so that we can love his people.